other big financial institutions you should be looking at that have problems. Okay, Bear Stearns was taken over by J.P. Morgan, is already gone. Countrywide was taken over by Bank of America. The Fed arranged this takeover. Bank of America claims it had nothing to do with it. It did it all by itself. As far as I can tell, this is an unbelievable lie. Northern Rock was a big bank in England. It was the first bank in England. It was a mortgage company, basically, to have a run on it, a run since the 1800s. There was not a run on the bank in England. 1866, I think. And there was actually a run on this bank, and it's been nationalized. The government just took it over. Couldn't get anyone to buy it. Says, okay, we just own it. We're paying for it. Now, they should let it go out of business. The second group, there will be more takeovers in this category. We don't know who yet. All the monolines, these are the bond insurers. We mentioned this in December. Two of them, ACA, have already, and SCA in March. ACA in December, SCA in March was severely downgraded. They'd already collapsed before S&P and Moody's and Fitch downgraded them. ACA stock was selling for less than $1, and then the rating agencies come along and say, oh, this company's not in good shape. Well, you know, the market, and then it was delisted before that by the New York Stock Exchange, before it was downgraded. Some still have A ratings or double A ratings, AAA ratings. This is ridiculous. It's completely absurd. You know, but there's huge pressure not to lower those ratings, because if they do, lots of other things, lots of dominoes fall. Sallie Mae, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. All of these are government-supported enterprises, GSEs. They are all beyond insolvent at the moment. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae do mortgages. They are now accounting for something like 75% of all mortgages in the United States, or at least I saw a report for last quarter. And some people estimate as high as 90. I mean, literally the mortgage business is being socialized. It's being nationalized by the U.S. government, completely being taken over. And in fact, we're turning into a giant socialist state. And once you have that, all free market mechanisms that correct things are gone. Merrill Lynch has the second largest number of write-offs, I think, in the world. It's a broke house, lots of exposure to subprime. It's in really bad shape. Lehman, according to press reports, uses 31 times leverage. It's just under Bear Stearns. Has lots of similar exposure to Bear Stearns. Suddenly they have a really successful bond offering, right? Bond stock offering last week. After rumors they're going out of business. You read the fine print and it says, oh, large institutional investors were the bidders. And I said, you know, people with accounts at the Fed were the bidders. You know, would you buy some bonds from a company that might go out of business tomorrow? But lots of people did. Lots of money suddenly appeared. So I think that was actually a secret Fed bailout. The Fed funneled the money through these people with accounts with it, and that's where the money came from, and then it created a big demand. And then, of course, press has written, oh, look at this big demand. Washington Mutual just had this big offering yesterday, the day before, to raise money. It was the biggest savings and loan, or what's the remnants of the savings loan. It's in serious trouble. AIG has serious derivative. This is an insurance company, biggest insurance company, has serious derivative problems. UBS, this is Union Bank of Switzerland. They have had the most write-off in the world as of now. This is supposed to be a conservative Swiss institution. It's probably insolvent or close to it. You should assume the Swiss government will bail it out and will not let it go out of business, no matter how bad things are. Citibank has had 2 bailouts from foreign sovereign wealth funds, one in December, one in January, so far. And it's had $22 billion in write-offs, and it could easily be $220 billion, if not even more than that. We went through the VSEs, or we didn't last time. They were posted. It has this huge exposure, this off-balance sheet exposure that just gets bigger and bigger. Citibank could quite possibly be insolvent or have been since the fall. Societe Generale, this is where the rogue trader lost $7 billion allegedly. When I saw this story, I said, this stinks to high heaven. I don't believe a word of it. The rogue trader has not been charged. Apparently was released. You know, I mean, the story makes no sense if you, some like guy in the back just happened to get a hold of the system. You know, so they're hiding God knows what. UBS, Societe Generale, IK Deutsche Bank, these are all European banks. This is not a problem isolated to the United States. There's serious problems here and in Europe. This is the most important point. There is no such thing as one bailout for an insolvent financial firm. You have to have continual bailouts to keep them going.